Welcome to this third part of the early riser. Today, we'll look at how to become an early riser, the technicalities. And somebody is wondering, okay, maybe you have struggled with this or you are struggling with this. You're wondering, how do some people just find it easy to wake up and it's so natural? They go to bed consistently, they sleep sweetly, they don't struggle with, night awakenings. And as for you, the morning hours are a struggle, an annoyance. The alarm is not something you want. And then later on in the day, you feel you're left behind. Your conscience is smiting you and telling you you should have just woken up early. Have you felt like this? Well, in this video, I'll give you some practical tips in ensuring you get good quality sleep. And then, good quality sleep leads to early rising, but good sleep also, a good sleep wake cycle is important for total body repair and for beating mental health. So just like early rising is important, good sleep is important. You can make good sleep and early rising your friend and your partner towards a life of purpose and clarity. Here is what the Bible says in Psalms chapter 4, verse 8. I want to pitch this in the Bible. Maybe you have read the Psalms that says, He giveth his beloved sleep. But Psalms chapter 4, verse 8, I would like to read that in your hearing. And maybe if you are on, you know, if you can check it down on your chart, somebody can paste it on the chart so that you just see. The Bible says, in peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you for you alone, O God, makes me dwell in safety. I'll give you another one, then I can tell you the steps to making a good pre-sleep ritual, and then a good wake-up ritual. Because good waking up depends on good sleeping. Psalms 3 verse 5. I lie down and sleep. I wake up again because the Lord sustains me. Lastly, I'll give you Proverbs chapter 3 verse 24. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 24. You'll be shocked how God talks about sleep. If you lie down, you will not be afraid when you lie down. Your sleep will be sweet. If you want to wake up happy, not cranky, your sleep must be sweet. So let's start with how to become an early riser. If you follow the last two videos, I've been talking about the importance of how to set up your day, and the setting up of the day starts with early rising. So how do you become an early riser? It starts by number one, setting specific goals for waking up. And you begin the win by a careful pre-sleep ritual. Now, somebody wonders, how do you set even a specific and a compelling goal? Because some of us, let me tell you, if you have something important to, let's say, do you remember the first time you were told you're going to travel to an important city as a child? Did you even sleep? You were told you have to wake up at 3. Did you wake up? Was waking up happy, or you were cranky? You woke up happy even early. You didn't need an alarm. Sometimes people think it is, goals we lack. No, it is clarity and motive that we lack. So in the future video, which I want you to follow, I will teach you how to make compelling goals that wake you up, at the right time. But you see, if this is something you're going to chase every day, then you want to have balanced sleep and good sleep before you wake up. So how to become an early riser? Number one starts with setting a specific and achievable and a compelling goal for your wake up. But also, the pre-sleep ritual is important if you will get out of bed as a routine. They said early to bed, early to rise. So early to bed means you sleep by latest 10 p.m. Well, that might be varied depending on what you do, but you need to keep a rhythm until the body gets used to it. The body has some way of just knowing, okay, now it's a time for waking up. Here is what an inspired writer said about the value of early to bed, early to rise. I'm going to put this also on the chat, and you can just read it along with me if you are in this, live broadcast. Those of you who are watching this later, I don't know whether you will find the reference, but I can find for you the reference. In fact, it's written by Ellen G. White, manuscript release, page 224. I pick the paragraph 3. Here's what the inspired writer says about sleep. She says, I know from the testimonies given to me from time to time for brain workers that sleep is worth far more before than after midnight. Then she clarifies, how can sleep be worth far more before midnight than after midnight? She says, 2 hours of good sleep before 12 o'clock is worth more than 4 hours after 12 o'clock. So, well, we know that, some of us think we know how to sleep, but sleep should be something that goes like this. Let me see if I can share with you some tips on how to have a good sleep, and then we can talk about each of them in in detail, and then we just close up this. We struggle to sleep, to wake up because we struggle to sleep. How many of you think that is true? They are definitely related. So some of us think sleep is going and lying on bed. No, friends, there is something to sleep that is uh, different. Let me give you here some practical advice on sleep. Number one, you want sleep to be regular. Your body needs to know this is a time for shutdown. So regularly, for example, for me at 10 o'clock, my body just tells you, you must be sleeping, you must be sleeping, must be sleeping. So if I was driving, I mean, it's usually a big challenge, a very big challenge, by the way, for me. But also, you want to come to the evening with a quiet conscience. Remember the Bible verse that we just read? And somebody remember what the psalmist say in Psalms 3 verse 5? It says, I will wake up because the Lord sustains me. And 324 says, when you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Sweet sleep is from a clean conscience. Let me tell you some of the things that take away your conscience about sleep. One is if you didn't live your life right, you missed opportunity. You are arrogant in sin and you are defying the things you know are right. And that's why it's important to begin the day by waking up, because sometimes after waking up, maybe a few minutes or an hour or 2 hours, you start feeling you're behind and your conscience starts feeling you are late. When you waste the day in worthless things like social media and sports. So you need to know that a clean conscience is important. Anxiety out of some of the things of life, sometimes they are just difficult things of life. Maybe you're wondering where your next money will come from. So that's why Jesus says, come unto me, you who are weary and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. You need to learn how to manage anxiety, and I have a whole segment on how the different aspects of how to manage anxiety. So there is also comfortable position, the investment to an occupational grade, bed is not something you'll take lightly, but also you want to lie down in a silent and dark room. You want to lie down by the time you're sleeping to be having an empty stomach. That means the food you ate must have been early. Also, you want to avoid blue light in the evening and have a pre-screen ritual. It is important that you have a good sleep. On that screen, I think that should help you. But much more, I want to say a little bit more about just sleep. You see, they say it make your bed. You see, you spend the longest night hours of your on your bed and in your bedroom. So your bedroom should be made a sanctuary so that you can enjoy restful sleep and only use your bed for and bedroom for one purpose and one purpose only. I will sympathize if your bedroom is also mixed with your sitting room. There are rooms like that. But it's important. If it's that way, then avoid the bed. At least invest in a chair. And when you come back home, sit on the chair, as long as you're awake. When you want to sleep, let your body know that anytime you sit on the bed, anytime you go to the bed is only for sleep. Your body will record and associate the bed with the art of sleeping. So do not read, not work, not do anything, watching on bed. And when you open your eyes, get out of bed. Then your body will know, okay, as long as I'm on bed, I need to be sleeping. So invest in an occupational grade mattress, a comfortable bedding. It's a great wonder when I purchased high-class pillows that inflate with air, that my sleep quality improved. But also, I would not wake up with, some neck pains that resulted from bad pillows as well. My sleep quality improved. So my greatest consideration, some of you know, when I'm choosing a hotel room, is number one, their accommodation, the quality of their bed. And then, of course, number two is the quality of their breakfast. Even yesterday, I had to make that choice. And you see, I got to wake up just because I got to choose how to sleep. You can't ignore how you sleep. So keep your bedroom also clean, orderly, and in a minimalist situation. You don't want so many things. Keep it dark. I say that. And then just averagely warm. Now, part of a good sleep ritual is slowing down activities in the day. So you review and ponder, appraise yourself, and then you get an opportunity to correct the errors of the day, and then you plan for the morning. So some of you might want a journal. I got a journal you can always use to appraise the day. I think you might have seen the jailbreak journal that helps you to beat addiction, that helps you to optimize, what you did in the day, to just check, am I on track, to process your emotions, your feelings, and if there's something that comes to you in the evening, you can keep a journal near. Let me just share with you. Some of you have used that journal before. Let me see how many of you have picked that journal. The right time to pick that journal is now, especially if you are watching this from uh, between now and December. A journal can help you plan your day. A journal can help you plan your year. And this video was recorded just before the year ends. So some of you are wondering, I'll put a link on the comment so that you can order for the journal, but you can also call me up directly. Sometimes you may just need to reach out for the physical journal. Let me display my numbers are together with that depression support program. You can pick it on the screen. But friends, let me tell you, if you have a good journal, waking up is easy because at least it helps you even to start up. Because sometimes it's not now you've woken up, but what do you do? I think we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I'll share a little bit of it. If you need a journal that supports you to build good habits, a journal that supports mental health monitor, it's the jailbreak journal. Having said that, back to sleep. Let me just clear up a few things on waking up and sleeping. So you set up an alarm, you have an objective, you have settled peacefully on a bed, you have decided, okay, now I am gonna wake up. Okay, you have a healthy, comfortable environment. The other thing that you really need to put into your habit, and later I'll talk about how to build an habit into your life. So the other one is you want to make your bedroom a little, just slightly warm, but also do maybe a good shower with Epsom salt. Warm. Let the shower be warm in the evening. Earlier in the day, the shower can be any temperature. Why should it be warm? Is because the body pulls to a few, inches, a few decimals of degree, maybe 0.1, 0.2 below normal body temperature for sleep to be conducive. So if your room is too hot, you'll find that sleep is very difficult. So make each day count by making each morning count. Is that right? Yeah. So let's just see. Where was I? Let me see. We read about 2 hours good sleep, bedroom. So don't read, don't work on your bed, investing in a good high-class bedroom. So that's one of the things you can plan for as an objective, to buy a new bed, to buy a new bedding. And then during the day, hey, here it is, here it is. During the day, you must have a productive outdoor work day. Take a moment to review what has happened in the day, use a journal, and then set an alarm and have a compelling objective for waking up. We'll talk about this tomorrow, compelling objective. So you then settle peacefully on a warm, cozy bed in a dark, quiet night. I know by this time you've brushed your teeth, taken a warm bath, preferably by soaking yourself in Epsom salt. Epsom salt is so available in many of your supermarkets. Some of you are wondering, what is Epsom salt? It helps in removing a lot of toxic substances. In fact, it's one of the things that is good for sleep. I have typed it on your chart, and cleanse the body. So you want to ensure you took your last meal by 7 p.m. Your body is primed to sleep, and you can say with the psalmist, I lay me down to sleep. because the Lord sustains me. That was our text for the day. So if you are struggling with, you constantly wake up, you can't even fall to sleep. You want to try one position for a while and don't just change. And I hope you'll have stopped using the blue light electronic time. You keep them to like 2 or 3 hours so that the body slows down. Then you want to create a motivating reason. I have repeated this many times because it is what makes waking up enjoyable. Then you want to make the morning routine also enjoyable. Now, besides praying, there are many things that I do, which I'll share in the future video. But you want to have a comfortable sitting space, an executive journal like the one I showed you. Then gradually your body and mind will align to this new pattern. And as you set up your day, you hit your goals, you'll find that the body starts realizing this morning routine is so rewarding. So you make each day count by making each morning a masterpiece. Make your mornings purposeful and your days directed towards achievement. Okay, this is how step by step you will build fulfillment. So every morning is a new opportunity to set the stage for a successful day because it's a fresh start. It's a clean state. It's a new chance to build your life that you've always wanted. You see, something else, I think I can leave it here for today. But today, I want to encourage you to make an improvement in your sleep hygiene. Make a little adjustment on your bedroom and plan your evening routine. Set an alarm, set a compelling goal to wake up the next day. In case you may be facing challenges in setting up this objective and you want practical steps of early morning routine, keep joining these sessions. Keep following them if you are watching them later in the day. Early Riser group will make it easy. There's a link that I'll put on the chat. The one you used to join today morning. We have a group that has joined here today morning. You will keep finding additional information and instruction on how to become an early riser, how to set up your bed, how to set up compelling goals. So this accountability group will keep you consistent. We actually sometimes wake up each other. Did you wake up somebody today? Let me see. Somebody who woke up somebody? Yeah, and somebody who knew that if you didn't wake up, Andrew will know, or my friend will know. There's just a way accountability helps you. So if you are already an early riser, please share with me your sleep hygiene. I would like to know the strategies that you use to keep consistent. And a link has been shared in the comments where you can access a full resource on how to be an early riser. All this resource has been written for you, so you can use it as a guide. You can always make reference to it. With that, I pray that God will give you good sleep. God will make you to lie down both in peace, for God will make you to dwell in safety.